I can't wait to put my fingers in them. Ooh. Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite silly YouTuber here, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Mina and I'm glad to have you here with me tonight. And tonight is very exciting for me because I finally received the package that had my babies. They're the new holiday edition Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez eyeshadow palettes. She came up with 2 of them and I did purchase both of them because I wanted to review it for you guys. But tonight we're gonna talk about these palettes in depth. I barely got any sleep the past few nights because of these palettes. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I already have my base and my eyebrows are also done. I used P. Louise in the shade 3 on my eyelids today, and I use that shade every time I'm doing a natural look. I believe that today's look is definitely gonna be natural, and now that I think about it, I shouldn't have done that because my eyes are definitely gonna be creasing because I want to do a quick swatch for you guys. So let's go ahead and do the swatches. First of all, let me talk about the packaging. It's a very nice size. It has a weight to it. The packaging is like, I don't even know what to describe it, but it's very nice and very festive looking. I'm not gonna go ahead and read all the ingredients because that's just too much, and most of these words I can guarantee you that I can't pronounce them, but I'm just gonna read that little message right there. It says Magnetic Spirit, which is the palette name, and then it says eyeshadow palette inspired by the light and energy that surrounds each of us. These chromatic shades let you build captivating and illuminating eye looks that reflect your true aura. And then it says made in China. Yeah, that's pretty much it from the back. On this side it has a barcode. Let me just go ahead and dive into it because I can't wait any longer. The first thing that I noticed is that when I open it, it comes with one of those white packagings that kind of protect it. Not every eyeshadow palette has that. Whoa! What the heck? When I looked at it online, I did not expect this at all. I just thought it was like a printed kind of like design. But the first thing that I'm noticing is that it has like not a glass, but it's like plastic on top, but it's like very diamond looking. But the design is actually underneath the plastic. I don't know if you guys can see it. I don't know if you guys know what I mean. I have some palettes that have like similar designs like that, but it's just printed on top and you can actually feel it. But this one is glass and the design is actually underneath it, which makes it look very, very luxurious, and I love it. You can just go ahead and display this and that'd be like, in the back of it, it has 6 shade names. The net weight is 0.04 ounces, which is 1.3 grams, and then it says times 6 points, which I'm assuming 6 pans. That just fell out of my palette before I even opened it. It says you are rare. Oh, that's cute. Oh, that's beautiful. And it comes with a nice sized mirror, which takes up the whole area, not a tiny one in there. And that's the palette. Oh my gosh, look how amazing it looks. Wow, I can't. 6 metallics, and there's one iridescent. Looks like purple to me. Yeah, it's definitely purple shade, and the rest of them are just metallics. That's the shade I was talking about. It's so tiny. Definitely perfect for traveling. It's a magnetic closure, snaps. I'm gonna go ahead and start from my right to left, so with the iridescent color all the way to the green. And unfortunately the shades don't have names next to them in here because obviously there isn't any space for them, and I've heard that a lot of luxury companies try not to put names next to the shades because it makes it look less luxurious. I mean, it doesn't really bother me, but right now I'm probably gonna be struggling with the names. It has a sticker in the back with the names on them. I'm just gonna read the names from the back as I'm going. So the first shade is Passion, assuming that they correspond to the names, and that's the iridescent purple shade. And I'm just gonna be using my fingers to do the swatches today, and they feel very, very smooth as I'm swatching them. Iridescent shades are definitely not my favorite shades because I've owned a few of them in the past. I just don't like them at all. And that's the shade Passion. It's actually pretty cute though. Selena Gomez might be changing my mind. I've owned a similar shade from ColourPop. And the next shade is Grounded, which is like a wine color, and these are definitely just one swatches. I'm not dipping back into them. The next shade is like a purple metallic, which is Clarity. I don't think I own a lot of purple metallics. Oh, look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness, that's so freaking pretty. I'm definitely gonna use that shade today. This is a perfect shade for a highlighter. I see that I still forgot to put on highlighter from last video, so I'm gonna do that with this shade probably, especially if I like it. And this shade is called Power, and it's a metallic champagne shade. That's so freaking beautiful. And the next shade is a metallic peach, and it's called Grounded. I don't think that's my favorite one. My swatches are getting wonky, by the way. And last but not least, on this palette we have an army green metallic, and the shade name is Passion. These shades are very, very smooth on the finger. Oh, that's pretty. That is very, very smooth. I keep wanting to touch it. Oh my goodness, that's really smooth. Yeah, that's really pretty. I should have definitely went the other way so you can correspond to the top ones, but that's how it looks like. And those are the shades. And that was this palette that we just swatched, which is called the Magnetic Spirit. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe that off, and then we can go ahead and move on to the one that I am actually excited about. I'm wiping with a makeup remover right now, but maybe the next one I'm gonna wipe with a regular cloth, do a wipe test or whatever they're called. So it has the same message, except this palette is called Confident Energy. The whole packaging is the same. The packaging is so cute and nice. I love sizes like this. Oh my goodness, the green, the emerald, the blue is so beautiful. The design is just breathtaking. So that's how it looks like when, you know, it doesn't fall out. Once again, it's the same message. And I'm noticing the mirrors don't have like a plastic foam that you can peel off, like a plastic protector, but that's okay. This is how it looks like brand new when I swatched. These colors are definitely more appealing to me personally. I hope they don't disappoint me. I thought the wine color was a repeat on this one. I'm glad it's not. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and start from left to right this time so you can match with the swatches. The first shade is Trust, which is a pink metallic, and I don't know why I keep saying metallic because they're all metallics, and that's how it looks like. That's a pretty color, but very subtle to me. The second shade is Elevate, which is like a very light green metallic, and I'm not flipping you guys off, so relax. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's very light green. Third shade is Strong, which is a very beautiful gold shade. I'm probably gonna be using this color today because I'm already in love with it. Oh, look at that. Goodness gracious. And then we have Gutsy, which is a, I don't know what shade this is, guys, because I suck at my colors, but it looks like a brown metallic. It has a little bit of red to it, like almost red tone brown. Next we have Willpower, which is a beautiful blue metallic shade. I want this color too. And that is Willpower. Oh my freaking god, what the actual heck? I want to eat that color. Like, it's so freaking cute. And last but not least, we have Boost, which is a mustard metallic, and I'm just gonna pop it next to the blue. Ooh, the first two are like in this palette, and the last four is like I just need to take a deep breath. And I'm just gonna take a dry cloth and we're gonna do I was gonna say a wear test, but we're gonna do a wipe test. Oh, that blue's showing through. I'm just gonna be using both palettes today because I'm a greedy bitch. But I'm so sorry, guys, that I forgot to show you guys next to them. But you see, it would have definitely corresponded, right? If you care about packaging, the packaging is just like an A+ so far. I can't even wait to rate it at the end. I've decided to rate it now. I'm gonna do one eye at a time for the reason that we're not gonna be using the same colors. We're gonna be using two different palettes, right? I'm gonna do the purple on the left side, and I want to do the green on the right side. By the way, these palettes are $25 each. Since these palettes are only shimmers, it's gonna be really hard to create a look. Let me start with the green one first then, because I'm a righty and I'm trying to create a very natural look, not the looks that I normally try to create, which I really suck at, by the way. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start with that brown, which is Gutsy, and I'm gonna use that as a transition shade. I've never ever used a metallic for a transition. Actually, I've done it before. It didn't really work to my advantage though. Hopefully this time it's different. And this has a mirror. Nice. I was just looking for my mirror. Pray for me. Oh my goodness. Okay. Actually, it's not that bad, honestly. So I'm just gonna go ahead and buff it out even more because I want to make the metallic work, you know. Putting a brown shade on my crease used to be my go-to, especially when I first began the makeup. It used to be very natural, but then very glamorous at the same time. Just very hard to explain. That is cute. Now that I minimize how much metallic there is to that, I was gonna talk a little bit about why I admire Selena Gomez starting this makeup line. I am gonna do the blue because I want to do the blue. Freaking pick and choose, Mina. First, I want to see how it works without a spray, and then I'm gonna go ahead and spray it. And I'm taking the blue
because I want to.
And I'm just gonna place that in the middle. Oh yes. Oh my freaking god. Look how beautiful this is. Okay, I'm gonna go back to that brown because I'm gonna deepen this portion of my eye a little bit. Oh yes, yes. exactly like that. I know I said I didn't really like that pink, which is called Trust, but I kind of want to do it here, so I'm not going too extreme with colors. Like I said, I was going for a natural look, and this is not looking like very natural right now. Pretty cute, yes. I don't know, I just feel like I want to spray it and see how it works. If I can find a setting spray. By the way, you guys are gonna be really mad at me because I didn't really grab her eyeliner, which received a lot of good reviews. Yes, my ass did not go to Sephora today or recently. Yeah, it's definitely showing more. I'm gonna take this pointy brush and I'm gonna do my inner corners on my brow bone. Ooh, nice catch, Mina. That almost dropped to the floor. And I don't know why, but that light green has been calling my name, which is Elevate. And I'm not gonna go too much as I normally do. Okay, maybe a little more. I'm gonna do the same on my brow bone. I think that's the quickest eye look I've ever done in my life. I'm so sad that I haven't even used that green shade, but it is what it is. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and move on to this eye, and I'm gonna be taking the purple palette. And I can't believe I haven't even gotten to why I started supporting this brand. The first shade I'm gonna start with is the wine shade, which is rounded, and I'm just gonna place that all over my eyelid, all over my crease, I should say. And at first, man, I suck at talking and doing my makeup. I'm still in the process of learning, so you guys be patient with me. As always, I'm very late when it comes to news like that, but I recently found out that one of the reasons that Selena actually started this company was because of mental health, and to basically like prove people that makeup and mental health can be in the same category. And that's something amazing and that I totally support, because I myself, just like many people, struggle with mental health, and I'm just like, wow, I've never heard of a company that started because of mental health or in support of mental health, you know. I just want to pause for a minute. Look at that, guys. You see how amazing that is? This just proves that certain metallics can be used as a transition shade, and Selena definitely did that for us. And I'm just gonna buff that out, even though it doesn't need as much buffing as the other one. I love this shade, honestly, guys. Like, if you're in a rush and you just want to put this all over your lid and just buff it out, you can definitely do that. That is beautiful. What else is there to even say about this shade? Like, I'm obsessed. I'm gonna do the same thing with this eye. 3 more metallics. I'm gonna do purple around where I put this blue right here, so they can both be like a pop of color. And I'm just like, Selena, right when I thought I couldn't love you more, I love you more than ever. And this purple shade is called Clarity, and it's the dark purple shade I've been eyeing. And I'm just gonna pop it right there and go crazy with it. I'm just kidding. You don't want to go crazy with this purple. That'd be the end of it. You might as well have a makeup remover next to you. Oh, that's beautiful. I also found out that she's gonna be donating 100 million, guys, okay, $100 million from rare beauty profits to mental health organizations, and I can't be thankful to her enough for that. That's one of the reasons I actually started purchasing a lot more than I wanted to purchase, because I'm like, I support anyone who supports mental health. And even more than that is Selena. She's a person who I always love. I've never seen her been problematic at all. I mean, I could be missing something, but even when Justin Bieber and her broke up and stuff, like, people always talking about her, she's just doing her own thing, you know. Obviously she was working on something and it paid off right now. The place where I put that pink, I'm actually gonna put that orange, and it's called Ignite. This shade did not splash good. The orange is like, I thought you want them connected. I'm like, I do, but not that connected. That wine shade, for some odd reason, it looks more intense when I put it in the corner than it did when I put it on my crease. And now I'm just buffing this out so there aren't any harsh lines, pretty much. And for the inner corner of my brow bone, I always wanted to like pop, so I'm just gonna go ahead and spray. I'm using the iridescent shade in my inner corner of my brow bone. That looks amazing. Me, I'm not gonna go crazy with the colors. Also me. That's what happens when people trust me. So the moral of the story is that Selena Gomez is amazing. People should support her, you know. I've seen a lot of people who are mean to her. I don't really understand why. So I just went ahead and curled my lashes and popped on some mascara off camera. And I'm going to be using the most natural lashes that I know of. And this is from Huda Beauty Moni #3. Excuse the glue residue, I've already used it once or twice, but I'm gonna pop on those lashes off camera and I'll be right back. Ta-da! I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up the bottom portion of my eye real quick because I don't have mascara right now on there. For my right side, I grabbed my green palette again, and I'm just gonna use a pink shade again. I know you guys probably can't see it, but I can. It's very subtle. For my right eye, I'm gonna be using that wine shade. I love that color. Hopefully it's not too much underneath my eye. There you go, bam. And I'm just using this Maybelline cream eyeliner just to make my eyes pop. We're still not done yet because my ass forgot highlighter. I know I kept saying it the whole time. Maybe it was for the best. I'm gonna use that shade called Power, which I was gonna use for my inner corners initially, but I changed my mind. Okay, that was too much for a natural look. I know normally I don't mind like a very pop-in highlight look, but like right now, we're trying our best to do natural here. We just want that little glow, just like that, barely there. And then I do some on my nose. Some of my cupid's bow. I'm missing something. So I got 3 of those lipsticks right there. Of course, I'm gonna choose the red. And the red one's called Inspire. Oh my gosh, they're so creamy. Oh my goodness, I don't think I've ever wore a creamy lipstick like this before. I'm really excited. Like, Selena, mommy, you did this. Oh yeah, this is the finished look. What do we think? This half is the purple palette and this half is the green palette. Okay, let's talk about the palettes a little bit. And some of the things that I really like about these palettes are packaging is A1, like A++. Let's just give it 2+. And the fact that I'm a person that doesn't even care about packaging that much, I do a little bit, not too much, but these packagings would be a reason that I would keep these palettes. Honestly, they're just amazing. It's like something I've never seen before. And if you're a makeup collector or if you just love packaging, you have to grab these palettes. I love the fact that it's not too heavy, but it has a weight to it, so you can tell that it's luxurious and it's not cheap packaging. There's nothing that screams cheap packaging at me from these palettes. I love the size of them. They're very easy to toss them in your purse. You can take them anywhere. And I love that it has a magnetic closure that closes all the way. And you know that your eyeshadows are not going to be drying out. I like how there are different varieties of colors. Both of the palettes, but especially the green one. And some of the cons that I have on this palette are, I think this is just me doing a review for you guys, but it's not like the biggest problem that I have right now. The shades are not next to the colors. You guys already know I was going to say that. I don't like that. The second con that I have, they're all metallic palettes. I know they're meant to be all metallic palettes, but to me these look like mini size palettes or travel size. If you're gonna have both of them in the same purse, none of them have mattes in them. Kind of need a few matte shades for transition. It doesn't even have one. That's almost as big deal as not having a mirror in a palette for me personally. I need my mattes. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. The colors themselves, they swatch pretty nice on my hands. They're very smooth and I really like how they look. They're very pigmented. As you guys can see, I made some of the metallics work as a transition shades, 2 of them actually, and I'm pretty sure you can make the rest of them work as a transition shade as long as you blend the hell out of them. Says you gotta blend them out so they lose that metallic, but some people like that metallic effect on their crease, so I don't know. Do you sis? Can't stop looking in the mirror because I love these metallics. They look amazing. Kudos and congrats to Selena for this line, and she did an awesome job, and there are most of us that are behind her and supporting her, and she's doing this for the right reasons. And I love that she's including most of us that are going through mental health in this line. You know, that means a lot to me as a person who's going through mental health, and I'm really thankful. And that's all I have to say about that. And this is the end of my review. And if you did like this look, make sure you give it a like. As always, thank you so much